S&P 500 hit correction territory last week. It has recovered somewhat in the last couple of days. The NASDAQ still sits in correction territory though, and declining nearly 400 points at its low today. And the Dow also down about 400 at its low today. NVIDIA being very, very closely watched as its GPU technology conference starts today. And earlier this morning, factory output posted a better than expected number in February, and that's because auto manufacturing ramped up. Industrial production rose by 0.7%, better than the 0.3% in January and above the 0.3% expectation. Also, in what many believe was a huge surprise, new housing starts rose 11.2% in February. Building permits also came in slightly above estimates, but all eyes are going to be on Powell and the Fed tomorrow. According to the CME FedWatch tool, there's a 99% probability of rates holding steady, though the odds of a quarter point decrease now sits at about 20% for the May meeting and 70% at the June meeting. ES option data yesterday, while ES option volume was down a bit from recent levels, ES futures volume almost hit 11 million contracts. Implied volatility is on the rise again. We're now seeing it about 24% for the end of the week. And the E-mini Russell call volume for short-term options soared to over 55% yesterday. And E-mini NASDAQ call volume for short-term options over 50%. Earlier this morning, we saw a big buyer in today's expiring 57.25 calls. In Bitcoin, last weekend, there was a massive Bitcoin a whale who increased our short position to $515 million. It's the largest known short ever. Prior to this, Bitcoin had traded down to its 200-day moving average near 77,000 before rallying. And Bitcoin has trended lower again, down to about 81,120 or so. And trading at settlement, or what's also known as TAS, is now available for both Ether and micro Ether options, adding on to Bitcoin and micro Bitcoin futures as well here at the CME.